Capricorn, welcome to your new moon in Capricorn reading. And let me say, oh my gosh, this is a big new moon for y'all. I mean, okay, number one is happening in your first house. Very Capricornian, right? It's all about you, but it's also happening as you're having your solar return. Happy birthday, by the way. And there's so much energy right now in Capricorn. This is really setting the energy for you over the next solar year. So whatever's happening right now is really laying out the tone for what's going to unfold over the next new year. And definitely on the 11th with this new moon, you want to be setting some powerful intentions, right? Like everybody collectively should be setting new intentions, but most especially you, because this is in your sign during all this Capricorn season energy. So let's see what the advice is. The family. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Heredity, blood bonds, kindred spirits, ancestry, home life, community, intimate relationships, our human family. Are you looking more into family relationships, your own personal family relationships? Some of you might be looking into ancestral healing. I want to watch that because it might be helpful given this energy. So there we go again with marriage and family showing up in the foundation, and perhaps something that you had idealized in terms of living happily ever after. And this might have to do with mother-child relationship, I do feel that there is an opportunity to maybe put some discord behind you, maybe strife, maybe conflict with the 5 of Wands in reverse. There probably was some kind of conflict in a family dynamic or a group dynamic, or it could have just been within yourself. It seems like it's something that happened in the past. There may be an issue here where there's a tendency towards being conflict avoidant. No, not Capricorn, never. Gonna keep everything nice and orderly, right? So let's not rock any boats or, disrupt any apple carts, right? So there's an issue here of conflict avoidance, all right? And maybe an inner struggle that you have had. Maybe also, it's not you, maybe somebody within the family dealing with passive-aggressive behavior, or just having to respect differences, because I see a lot of different people here, right? And a blockage for you has been the Stars card. It could be an Aquarius. It could be a soulmate. Oh, wow. But you do have, as an opportunity, possibly an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That's interesting because if this is an Aquarius, this person is both a blockage and challenge, but also an opportunity and a support, okay? This person is pissed off, though, okay? I'm going to say this person might be a little bit on the jaded side, all right? And yet it's showing up in a position of actually this is serving you in some respect. We'll see how, okay? It's looking a little rough. And so, the advice is for you to maybe adapt to some changes that need to be made, to pick a different option, or negotiate something or prioritize something a little bit better. Now, if this is not an Aquarian, like I said, this could be an air sign, maybe a Virgo, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. This is very mercurial. Might also be a soulmate, regardless of sign, a soulmate. But I do feel like there has been, whatever this conflict has been, it's gone a long time in the past, okay? Someone has not been able to get expansion because of this, not been able to get change. I don't know, your fortune might change though. There we go with family again. But there's something about a rags to riches dynamic going on here. Do you see this within a family or someone's inner circle, very private life, their home life? There's some kind, okay, I'm actually getting corrected. It's a riches to rags. I opened something up deep here. Look, the goal, the new start that you have is in dealing with this conflict from the past that has impeded your ability to get expansion. And any kind of conflict avoidant behavior that has been impeding your ability to get change. There's an opportunity to come into abundance through making some changes, possibly having to do with a family issue that has been very lacking in some respect or another, okay? Your blockage might be what you have idealized, okay? Or it might be a soulmate has been a blockage to you in some respect, or like I said, an Aquarian is blocking you. Some of you, your ambitions have been a blockage. something that you have aspired to, wanting to get recognition from others, maybe wanting to achieve something. It's been a blockage. And I'm also getting that it was by divine timing. Some of you were supposed to do that. Okay, you're supposed to go through that challenge. And it might have had to do, again, with a marriage. Some of you partner with someone. Others of you, I'm also seeing a dynamic here of a divorce. There's been something one-sided going on in this relationship where somebody is not seeing. I'm hearing something about in living color, okay? They're kind of, I don't know why I'm getting, they're looking at this in a very black and white type of way and not seeing the fullness of it. Okay. So yeah, there's communication problems here, and somebody's really on guard. That's probably causing difficulty with communication because people are very guarded, and it might have to do with a one-sided relationship or feeling that somebody's dependent on another person. And I don't know if you're talking about it or you're really guarded about it, but this could involve somebody who's gone through a divorce, like I said, and now they are really guarded and they're not really talking about stuff. Person actually that's kind of cold and cutting off might come across as overly opinionated or highly judgmental. They might have a really bad, sour attitude, or at least they come across that way, but it's coming across like there's some, with the placement of these cards, there's something supportive about that. Like, does this person have a valid reason for being bitchy? Do they have a valid reason for cutting people off or cutting people out? Yeah, they're opinionated and judgmental, but are they right? Because you know, Queen of Swords can be like this kind of, people think she's got a God complex, that she's some kind of moral authority on stuff, you know? But is she right? And is there something about that? It gets somebody thinking, all right? It gets someone thinking quite seriously about about things they need to cut off their life and you know, taking more of a sober look. I think whoever this person is, on the positive, they make other people kind of sober up and look at reality, okay? And again, they could come across very cold, very my way or the highway. They could come across like really heavy, sober, okay? I don't know, I'm getting something about heavy-handed, like, yeah. This could be a family member, all right? And this person actually might be bringing up conversations that are difficult and heavy, but thought-provoking, about family, stability and abundance and growth and prospering within a family. And looking at the bigger picture, looking at spiritual wealth, not just material wealth, looking at life purpose, not just, you know, being a slave to the grind, which I know y'all can do very well. No offense, no shade thrown there. But this is more about living in the 5D, being guided spiritually on your divine life path, rather than living 3D and just doing it for the money, even if it's soul destroying. You know what I'm saying? Is you might need a third party. You might need someone to mediate and say, hey, you know, let's weigh these things out. And it might have to do with resources, somebody juggling their finances. It might have to do with, what do you got to do to make some changes in your life to balance things out? Because the balance might be, you know, well, yeah, we want to live in the 5D, but we're still here in the 3D, right? Like, you know, I want you to do your spiritual path, but, you know, at the same time, we're living in a very 3D reality, okay? So how do we navigate, negotiate? How do you do your life path? How do you stay on point and on purpose with your life purpose, destiny, without abandoning, I don't know, 3D responsibilities or realities, okay? Some of you have been definitely concerned about, this is a family, again, I'm getting 10 of Chalices, marriage, family, somebody within the family, there's some kind of concern about them. Advice, milk and honey. Well, how do you get to that promised land? How do you get to it? But something is, maybe the time is up for something. And now you got to figure out, how do we make some changes here? Well, how do we weigh this out? How do I overcome the internal conflict or the group conflict? Deep stuff. I hope that it helps. Be blessed.